answer this question. We have d2x by dy square is equal to, and these are the four options. Himanshi, you were not there in the last class?
Yes, sir. Actually, my grandfather passed away on
Oh,
Sunday.
sorry. So as you know, d2y by dx square is d by dx of dy by dx, right? Whereas d2x by dy square is d by dy of dx by dy. Even though dy by dx is same as 1 over dx by dy, but we can't say the same for this. That means option D will be incorrect completely. Option D cannot be the answer. Dy by dx, no doubt, is 1 over dx by dy, or you can say dx by dy to the power minus 1, but not true for the second derivative. Options are in terms of dy by dx and d2y by dx square. So you can start from here and try to convert in this form. ठीक है? हाँ, तो convert d2x by dy square in terms of this. उल्टा कर लो. Start from d2x by dy square and try to convert into dy by dx. So d2x by dy square will be d by dy of dx by dy, right? Now try to convert it. Devika, Manya, Ananya, Divshad, Amaira, सिद्धू, कैमरा ऑन करो. See, I want answers one of these, and this is with respect to x. So what we can do is this I can write as 1 by y1. Y1 is basically the first derivative of y with respect to x. Y1 is dy by dx. Y1 or y dash is dy by dx. The problem is I want to differentiate y1 with respect to x, not with respect to y. So what I do, I multiply by dx and divide by dx, right? And then interchange these two. इसको interchange करो. So it will be d by dx of 1 by y1, and this is dx by dy. Is it fine? सृष्टि ठीक है? Now what? This is d by dx of y1 to the power minus 1. And dx by dy is 1 over y1. देखो, is it fine? Now we can differentiate this. So now we can use chain rule. This is, assume this to be x to the power minus 1. So derivative would be minus 1. It is y1 minus 1, and then d by dx of y1, and this is 1 by y1. Now we have used chain rule. So this will be minus 1 by y1 square. Derivative of y1 with respect to dx would be y2, that is second derivative, into 1 by y1. So the answer is minus y2 into y1 to the power minus 3. So this is your result. y2 is second derivative, y1 is the first derivative with respect to x. So answer is this. C is the correct answer. So this question was in JE. It was earlier in IT Advanced also. क्या हुआ देवीना, तुम क्लासेस मिस कर रही हो?
सर मैं पिछली क्लास में आ नहीं पाई थी क्योंकि पेरेंट्स ट्रैवल कर रहे थे।
फिर?
सर तो मुझे जाना पड़ गया था।
Sure. And this result you can remember also. d2x by dy square is this. We started like this. d2x by dy square is d by dy of dx by dy. Dx by dy is 1 over y1. Then I multiply by dx divided by dx, interchange dy and dx. Then differentiation of y1 to the power minus 1 using chain rule. This is 1 over y1. So minus 1, y1 to the power minus 1, and then second derivative of y1.
सर ऑप्शन ए है क्या?
हम्म,
ऑप्शन ए।
ये आ रहा है.
हाँ।
Let's see. See, if you differentiate once, it'll be y1. And here you need to apply chain rule. Assume this to be x. X to the power n is n. X plus under root 1 plus x square to the power n minus 1. And then derivative of this. Derivative of this would be x ka derivative will be 1. Root fx is always f dash x, which is 2x by 2 under root 1 plus x square, right? Cancel 2 with 2. So this is y1 n x plus under root 1 plus x square to the power n minus 1. Take LCM. This is x plus under root 1 plus x square by root of 1 plus x square. This term and this term will be multiplied. So you get y1 root I bring on the left side. And this is ny. Is it okay with everyone? Ragini, Emma is fine. Now see the answer and the term which you want to find out. This term does not contain root. This term does not have a root of 1 plus x square, so I'm squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides. And now you differentiate and then you get your answer. So now you can differentiate and you get the answer. Derivative of 1 plus x square as it is because I need to apply product rule. Derivative of y1 square would be 2y1 and then derivative of y1 would be y2. Y1 square as it is. Derivative of 1 plus x square would be 0 plus 2x and derivative of y square would be 2y y1. All right. So now you have 2y1 cancelled, 2 1y1 cancelled, 2y1 cancelled. So 1 plus x square into y2 plus x into y1 is equal to n square y. So this entire thing is equal to n square y. Got it?
साइन इनवर्स में नीचे क्या लिखा है?
हम्म
साइन इनवर्स में डिनोमिनेटर में क्या लिखा है?
साइन इनवर्स 1 - x² over 1 + x². Differentiate tan inverse √1 + x² - 1 divided by x with respect to sin inverse 1 - x², 1 + x².
सर जब हम बोलते हैं कि एक फंक्शन को दूसरे फंक्शन के रिस्पेक्ट में डिफरेंशिएट करना होता है
Hmm.
तो उसका मतलब क्या होता है? इज
It's
इट
base.
नॉर्मल डिफरेंशिएशन या
It's a normal differentiation, but when we differentiate with respect to x, suppose you want to differentiate tan inverse of this with respect to x, then you will do d by dx. But since you're differentiating this with respect to not x but this function, so we'll write it like this. This is basically differentiating this function with respect to this function. So all you have to do is that you differentiate the first function with respect to x, differentiate the second function with respect to x, and divide the two. You can
अच्छा
differentiate them individually and then divide them
तो
by.
नॉर्मल डिफरेंशिएशन है बस फिर एंड में
Yes,
डिवाइड करना है दूसरे को.
right. So since it's an inverse function, you need to simplify. पहले सिंप्लीफाई करो फिर डिफरेंशिएट करना, चेन रूल मत लगाना, बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा. रूट हटाना है तुम्हें, तो यू कैन सिंप्लीफाई दीज इंडिविजुअली. And if you wish, you can make individual separate substitution also for simplification. First, you need to simplify and then differentiate. So first, you can simplify this. I think you can substitute x as tan theta or cot theta, because 1 plus tan square theta is x square theta, 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. Further simplify in terms of sine and cos. One minus cos, this would be 1 minus cos theta is 2 sine square theta by 2, and sine theta is 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2.
साइन वाले के लिए क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करूं?
cos
Tan,
to theta का ट्रेपेज से.
sine and sine cuts. So this is tan inverse tan theta by 2, which
सर
is
1/4 आ रहा है.
theta by 2. and theta is tan inverse x. So the numerator has been simplified. It is half tan inverse x. So the numerator is d by dx of 1 by 2 tan inverse x.
सर
Hmm.
-1/4 आ रहा है.
Okay.
-1/4 यार.
And this is sine inverse 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square. Here also you can substitute x as what?
Tan theta.
Tan theta. So same substitution. It's not necessary that you always substitute the same only, but it will work over here. So this identity of
Sin 2 theta.
1 minus tan square theta over 1 plus tan square theta is identity of
cos 2 theta.
cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta you can write as sine inverse sine pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is sine 90 minus theta. So this will be pi by 2 minus 2 theta. But what is theta? Theta is tan inverse x. So this is d by dx of pi by 2 minus 2 tan inverse x. Hmm? हाँ वही आंसर है सेम है. And then otherwise you can use this also. Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is pi by 2. If you know that this is identity of cos 2 theta, you can convert this using this result. This you can write as pi by 2 minus cos inverse of 1 minus x square over 1 plus x square, right? And this is basically identity of 2 tan inverse x. ये दो 2 tan inverse x है ये. So this is 1 by 2, 1 over 1 plus x square. This is minus 2, 1 over 1 plus x square. ये कट जाएगा. -1/4 is the answer. Answer is -1/4. CJ ABC are constants. A, B, C are constant. Same question you'll find in differential equation also. So one method is that you find dy by dx, square it, substitute over here, and then you find second derivative, substitute over here, and just show it is independent of A, B, independent of x and y. The idea is that we need to show that this entire term is a constant term. कैसे होगा पढ़ने का?
वही मैंने तो स्टार्ट में लाइक पूरा उसका ही पहले डेरिवेटिव्स निकाल के फिर स्क्वायर करने की कोशिश करी बट आई थिंक वो ज्यादा ही कॉम्प्लिकेट हो रहा था
हाँ, it'll be complicated अगर तुमने it has a specific shortcut method. अगर उसके अलावा कुछ भी करोगे, it'll be taking a lot of time. So what is that method? I'll tell you. Differentiate this with respect to x. 2x minus a, 2y minus b, and then derivative y, which is y1. So that's the first step. 2x minus a into 2y minus b, y1. And from here, find x minus a and substitute in equation 1. Put this in equation 1.
सर ये dy बाय dx वाला ही है ना, पहले निकाल के फिर सब्स्टिट्यूट करना.
ये डिवाइड dx तो निकाला है मैंने. So in place of
हाँ
x
जी.
minus a, you substitute this. So minus y minus b y1 whole square, y minus b whole square equal to c square. Now notice one thing, we have got rid of x. Now we have basically removed x. Now if at this stage I differentiate this, y minus b वापस आएगा. So let's be a little smarter. Bring it on the right side. Take root. Hmm. ये कॉमन ले लिया ना. ये इसका स्क्वायर नहीं है. So now I take root, so it will be 1 plus y1 square to the power half, right? So y minus b is equal to c into 1 plus y1 square to the power half. Now differentiate this, and in the next step you get your answer. इससे भी हो सकता है. अब इसको एक बार डिफरेंशिएट कर दो, नेक्स्ट स्टेप में आंसर आ जाएगा. And now derivative of 1 plus y1 square, it will be 0. Derivative of y1 square is 2y1 y2. So 2 से 2 cancel, y1 से y1 cancel, and now you get this term. ये पूरा टर्म आ गया. So bring this term this side, and this is your answer. So 1 plus y1 square to the power 3 by 2 by y2 is minus c. क्या माइनस सी आ रहा था? हाँ ठीक है। वैसे डायरेक्ट डिफरेंशिएट करके ऑल्सो गेटिंग द आंसर।
और एक बार फिर से दिखा दो बस लास्ट टाइम।
डन। हम्म। नहीं, बिना लॉग के भी हो जाएगा। क्या ऐसा किया?
और दो।
अनन्या, तुम कुछ कर रही हो?
यस सर।
सर मेरी एक इक्वेशन आई है लेकिन मुझे इसके आगे समझ नहीं आ रहा मैं क्या करूँगी।
जो हमने फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन किया था ना, जिसका तुमने आंसर सही बताया था, वैसा ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन है ये।
हाँ तो सर मेरे पास आ गया -2x y1 होल स्क्वायर।
Differentiated once, y1 is 2 sine inverse x into derivative of sine inverse, which is this, right? Now see, in the answer, this is the answer. This is what we need to find. There is no sine inverse x, there's no root. So square this, squaring both the sides. And bring 1 minus x square to the right. So this becomes 4 sine inverse x whole square. And what is sine inverse x whole square? Sine inverse x square is nothing but y. This is a shortcut. Differentiate किया, square this, and substitute sin inverse x whole square as y.
सर
Hmm.
2 आ रहा है आंसर.
Yes. Now differentiate, next step में आंसर आ जाएगा. So y1 square का derivative 2y1 y2 1 minus x square as it is, y1 square as it is, derivative of this, which is, and this is 4y1. 2y1 2y1 cancels. So y2 into 1 minus x square minus xy1 is equal to 2. Answer is 2. So we differentiate and again square it, square करके again bring in terms of y square, y sorry. Okay.
सर आपने न्यूमरेटर में एंड में क्या लिखा है?
Sin x plus cos x minus root 2. Divided by sin x minus cos x. So one
सर
of yes.
इसमें x प्लस पाई बाय 4 ऐसे कुछ लगा के यूज कर सकता हूँ,
हाँ, you can.
बट उससे फिर लंबा जा रहा है.
See, if you differentiate directly वो लंबा होगा. इसको reduce करो पहले. Try to reduce the function so that derivative छोटा हो जाए. Divide numerator and denominator by root 2. Otherwise, it will be very long. 1 by root 2 you can write either as sin pi by 4 or cos pi by 4. So this is cos pi by 4 sin x, sin pi by 4 cos x minus 1 divided by cos pi by 4 sin x minus sin pi by 4 cos x. So this will reduce the terms. Or if you want to do it, you can do it directly also, but like little longer. Now you can differentiate. See, first you need to find f of 7 pi by 4, f of 7 pi by 12. So what is 7 pi by 12 plus pi by 4? Hmm. कितना आ रहा है? 5 pi by 6. And this is pi by 3. Sin 5 pi by 6 would be sin pi by 6. Sin 30, sin 30 is half. This is sin 60. So this would be minus 1 by root 3. And then you need to differentiate. Find f dash x. See, nowadays in entrance, JEE, your question would be easier, but they'll be lengthy. So it's an easy question. Degree of difficulty is not very high. ज़्यादा सोचना नहीं है, but so much calculation, time consuming, you might make a mistake. Whole square.
सर
हम्म
एफ एक्स ही सिंप्लीफाई होके tan, बस एक tan की टर्म आई है।
So now the numerator is again identity.
मेरा एफ एक्स ही tan π/8 - x/2 आया है, तो मेरा 2 स्टेप में हो गया।
कैसे?
मैंने जो आपका साइन x + π/,
उसको हाफ एंगल में कन्वर्ट किया।
हाँ मैंने उसको π/2 से माइनस करके कॉस में किया, फिर वन
अच्छा
माइनस
अच्छा।
कॉस लगा।
ओके, फिर हाफ एंगल में कर दिया।
हाँ।
ठीक है, दैट्स ऑल्सो फाइन। इसमें आइडेंटिटी लग रही है ना, साइन a - b, a is this, b is this, minus cos x minus π/4, and this I can write as 1 minus cos square x minus π/4. X and x cut. This is sin 90. Sin 90 is 1 minus cos x minus π/4. Denominator you can factorize 1 minus cos π/4, 1 plus cos π/4, x minus π/4, sorry. Denominator you can factorize 1 minus cos x minus π/4 and 1 plus cos x minus π/4. This term will cancel out. So the first derivative is coming out to be 1 over 1 plus cos x minus π/4. क्या आ रहा है फाइनल आंसर बताओ। ऑप्शन में है ऑप्शन में देखो क्या क्या है। So when I differentiate again, it would be, I bring this in numerator, apply chain rule. So minus 1 over 1 plus cos x minus π/4 whole square, and derivative 1 plus cos π/4, which is minus sine x minus π/4. And then you can substitute the value. Divsha, what's your answer? अब x को you can substitute 7π/12.
सर जो आपने डबल डेरिवेटिव लिया उसमें आपने क्या लिखा लास्ट में डिनोमिनेटर में?
उसका होल स्क्वायर हो गया ना। This entire term will come in the numerator to the power -1. x की पावर -1 का डेरिवेटिव क्या होता है? -1 x की पावर -2 एंड then चेन रूल।
अच्छा।
तो
हम्म
वो माइनस साइन ऑफ π/2 नहीं होगा?
माइनस,
साइन ऑफ π/2 नहीं होगा क्योंकि नेगेटिव साइन।
यू राइट,
सर
शुड बी माइनस। दिस इज साइन ऑफ -π/2, ये -1 होगा फिर, but it's not making much of a difference. No, it
मेरा
will make a difference because माइनस साइन कॉमन होके प्लस वाला कटेगा फिर, है ना? This will cancel out because I'll take minus sign common, ये कटेगा।
सर
या
मेरा ना आंसर -2/9 आ रहा है, बट वो ऑप्शन में नहीं है।
देखो कहीं चेक करो, गलती हुई है। The recent question of J. So when I take, minus sign common and factorize the denominator using a square minus b square, the plus term get cancelled, right? The minus term will be there. So when I differentiate this is minus, this is minus. So it'll become plus, and this is minus, it will become plus.
I'm
हाँ, ये माइनस ऑलरेडी था कि पावर -1 हुई तो -1 +1 हो गया, और फिर ये माइनस है अंदर, कॉस का डेरिवेटिव माइनस तो वापस ही प्लस हो गया.
I'm getting 2/9.
Okay, let's see. So now x is how much? 7 pi by 12. 7 pi by 12 minus pi by 4 कितना हुआ?
तो आपने x के डेरिवेटिव में नीचे 1 माइनस क्यों कर दिया फिर?
Because ये पॉजिटिव फैक्टर कट रहा है ना.
अच्छा ओके राइट.
Remove this. So 7 pi by 12 minus pi by 4 is how much? अभी किया था ना?
Pi/3.
Pi by 3. Even our answer, my answer is coming out to be -2/9.
Now Mira is coming 2/9.
What is 7 pi by 12 minus pi by 6? Pi by 4? Pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2 by 1 by 4. कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई बहुत मेजर. Answer is this. As such, answer is 2/9. Just check the कहाँ गलती हो रही है. आई थिंक यहाँ तक तो सोच फाइन ना. हम्म. कहाँ पे? ये दिस इज नेगेटिव साइन. हाँ, दिस शुड बी प्लस. This should be plus. And then this was minus. This is sine of minus pi by 2 minus 1. This is plus cos x minus pi by 4. When I factorize this would be 1 minus cos x minus pi by 4 and 1 plus cos x minus pi by 4. So now this will cancel as -1. I'll differentiate again. So this is f dash x. So when I differentiate once again, -1 divided by this, right? So it'll be -1 -1 1 plus cos x minus pi by 4 to the power -2, and by chain rule derivative of this, which is minus cos minus sine x minus pi by 4, right? So this will be minus minus plus minus sine of x minus pi by 4 divided by 1 plus cos x minus pi by 4 whole square. This is the thing. Now, what is 7 pi by 12 minus pi by 4? It was pi by 3, no? So this is sine of pi by 3. And this is 1 plus cos of pi by 3. वैल्यू डालो ना एक्स इज 7 पाई बाय 12 कितना इसको सॉल्व करके माइनस 2√3/9 so this into this multiply these two answer is 2/9
तो ये ऑप्शन थोड़ी है।
ऑप्शन नहीं है 2/9 ऑप्शन है तो सही 2/9 the second method she was saying ki this f of x you can convert into further half angle like sine I convert into cos 90 minus theta is sine theta and this sine I can keep it as it is. So this is pi by 4 minus x. I take minus n common. 1 minus cos pi by 4 minus x. Pi by 4 minus x or x minus pi by 4 is the same thing.
सर वो माइनस साइन नीचे आ जाएगा
कौन
तो
सा?
अब साइन पाई बाय 4 माइनस एक्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा।
हाँ वो किया ठीक है बिकॉज यहाँ तो प्रॉब्लम हो रही होगी ना फिर ठीक है ऐसे कर लो तो दिस इज आई टेक माइनस साइन कॉमन 1 माइनस cos pi by 4 minus x बट इन केस अगर -2/9 भी होता ऑप्शन फिर प्रॉब्लम होती ना तुम्हें
नहीं सर जस्ट माइनस साइन आपने बाहर लिया मैंने उसको साइन में घुसा दिया।
वो तो जब आंसर नहीं आया तब किया ना तुमने जब आंसर मैच नहीं हुआ तब किया था शायद इज इट
नहीं वो उसके लिए आई फॉरगॉट टू डू -1/2 जब
ओके
मेरा माइनस।
तो दिस इज माइनस साइन यहाँ आ गया ठीक है ना इसका फायदा ये हुआ कि दिस 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2 should be pi by 8 minus x by 2 and sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 so she used this तो इससे एक 2 gone, sin gone, that is tan of pi by 8 minus x by 2. So this is the function. So this was more simpler function. So f of x came out to be pi by 8 minus x by 2. So differentiating once and then again differentiating. But I don't know, pi by 8 minus x by 2 will be what value?
Minus pi by 6.
Ah, that's okay. Fair. So also you can remember this. This is third derivative of the function.
सर वो डी क्यूब
Hmm. Third derivative.
सर ऊपर fx है.
This is fx. F of x is determinant x cube sin x cos x 6 minus 1 0 p square p cube. P is a constant. Then third derivative of the function at x is equal to 0. See, when you differentiate determinant, there's no point expanding it and then differentiating it. While differentiating a determinant, there's a rule that you differentiate only one row, keep the other two row constant, plus differentiate the second row, keep the other two row constant, plus differentiate the third row, keep the other two constant. Or you can replace rows by column also. Now notice over here, this is variable and this is constant. So we'll differentiate this determinant row wise. So when I differentiate it once, I'll differentiate the first row, 3x square cos x minus sin x. Other two rows will remain unchanged. All right? Plus sign. Next time you differentiate the second row, first row, and the third row will remain unchanged. Since second row is completely constant, the derivative of the second row would be 0, 0, 0. Then differentiate the third row and first two rows will remain the same only. P is a constant. So derivative of this is also 0, 0, 0. ये समझ में आ गया? So when you differentiate determinant, there's no point expanding and differentiating. Differentiate row wise or column wise. Differentiate first row, keep the two same, plus sign. Differentiate the second row, keep the other two rows same. Plus sign, differentiate the third row, keep the two the same. अब क्या हो रहा है? There's a property of determinant. Whenever in a determinant, two rows are identical or proportional, or one row is completely zero, that determinant is always equals to zero. In the second and third, one row is completely zero, second row completely zero है, इसकी वैल्यू जीरो होगी, ये भी जीरो हो गया. फिर वापस से डिफरेंशिएट कर दो तो पूरा डिटरमिनेंट जीरो हो जाता है. If a row or a column is zero, then the entire determinant will be zero. If a determinant has one row or one column completely zero, the entire determinant would be zero. हाँ हाँ. अब तुम्हें पता लग गया कि इस डिटर्मिनेंट में only first row is a variable, other two rows are constant, therefore only first row you can differentiate. Other two will come out to be zero. Second derivative would be 6x minus sin x minus cos x, 6 minus 1, 0, p, p square, p cube. Other two I don't have to because I know that it will be zero. राघव समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Then third derivative, f triple dash x. Again differentiate the first row only. 6 minus cos x sin x. This would be 6 minus 1, 0. P square, p cube. This will be 0, this will be 0. Now we are supposed to find f triple dash 0. Substitute x equal to 0. So f triple dash 0 will be 6. Cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0. Now notice that first row and the second row are identical. There's a property that if two rows or two columns are identical, the determinant will be 0. If two rows or two columns are identical or proportional, the value of determinant is always 0. So the first and the second row both are identical. It is 0. The answer is independent of. Since only one row was variable, it was better to use row-wise differentiation. Otherwise, if you choose column-wise, you'll get after first derivative, you'll get 3 determinants. After second derivative, you'll get 9 determinants. So it'll be very lengthy. Options are in terms of the polynomial. You can apply a shortcut also. You can take a polynomial. The smallest polynomial of third degree could be x cube. So you can take y as p of x as x cube and solve it also. That is shortcut method. But otherwise, normal method also you can apply. So by taking p of x as x cube, you can find this and then you can match with the options. Or else you can directly differentiate. Two y1 y p dash x. If I differentiate once, if I square both the sides, and I replace y square, we can do that also. Or else you can differentiate this directly. Shortcut से तो आंसर आ ही जाएगा. 2y2 plus 2y1 p double dash x. If I don't do this, I differentiate directly. Or this. But you want y2 with y cube ना? इसको भूल जाओ, इसको नहीं करते हैं. I want y cube, so I multiply this by y square. This equation by y square, so 2y cube y2, I get this term now. Plus 2y1 square y square p double dash x. I want this term, just 2y cube y2. Now, what is y1? Y1 is p dash x by 2. So this is p dash x by 2 whole square. What is y square? Y square is px.
तो है
हम्म.
सी आ रहा है,
सी आ रहा है.
पर मैंने शॉर्टकट से किया है इसे.
ठीक है. अब नेक्स्ट में तुम इसको डिफरेंशिएट कर दो, आंसर आ जाएगा. नेक्स्ट स्टेप में तुम्हारा आंसर आ जाएगा. If I differentiate this, will be d by dx of 2y cube y2, which is your question. This is 1 by 2. I'll apply chain rule over here. 2 p dash x, p double dash x. The right side, I need to apply product rule. P dash x, p double dash x, px, p triple dash x. This and this will cancel. Answer is C. डिफरेंशिएट एक बार दोबारा कर दिया ना, वाई क्यूब वाई स्क्वायर से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, मल्टीप्लाई बाय वाई स्क्वायर. इसको वाई स्क्वायर से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. 2 से क्या फर्क? 2 इज ए कांस्टेंट. 2 इज ए कांस्टेंट, वेदर इट्स इनसाइड और आउटसाइड वोंट मेक अ डिफरेंस. ठीक है, इसको दोबारा करना. ending the class. See you next time.
Thank you, sir.